In this short presentation, I will show you how to approve a COSHH form if you are the responsible person identified on the form. First of all, you log in using your DS login and password. Click on COSHH Forms and you will see the forms available to you, particularly those awaiting approval. In this case, you will see our demo form that we've been using in previous presentations. You have a couple of options. You can view the form, where you can have a read through to confirm that the COSHH form is adequate for approval and contains all the information that's necessary. Go to section 11. You can view any files that have been attached to the form before moving on to section 12, where you can approve the form. In this section there are a number of things that you can do. You can add more users to the form if necessary. You can delete people from the form. And you can set the privacy for the form as well. There are a number of settings. If you set it to all, everyone in the whole of the university can access your COSHH form. If you set it to department, everyone within your department that you belong to will be able to have access to your COSHH form. You can set it to the group that you belong to, and if there is a group set up for you, then you will be able to select which group particularly that you want to see your COSHH form. If you set it for users, only those listed above will have access to this COSHH form. In this case, I've set it to all, so everyone in the organisation can see it. You then have an option to select whether or not you want to receive an email when each of the users sign the COSHH form. Once you have done this, you can then return to your home page, go back to the COSHH form, back to section 12, and you can select a number of options for approval. In the first instance, you can approve the COSHH assessment if you're happy with it and send an email to all the users who are listed in section 12 above. This will alert them to the fact that the COSHH assessment is now live. Alternatively, you can approve the COSHH assessment if you're happy with it, but not send an email to the users. Finally, the third option available to you is if you're not happy with the COSHH assessment, if it's missing information, for instance, then you can return it to the author. In this instance, I'm returning it to the author, and here I'm given an opportunity to provide some feedback on why I think the COSHH assessment needs to be reviewed. In this case, I'm going to complete a free field text that allows me to give some explanation to the author. In this case, I'm going to write insufficient information provided in section 4. Once I've done this, I can then send it and return it to the author for review. Once this is done, I can then return to my home page, which lists all my COSHH assessments.